see if we can get this live over here too.
Recently, for no reason at all.
All right. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Happy Father's Day. Everybody. Check, check, check. Yep, that sounded like a sound check.
Check, check.
All right, we're calling that good. Chris, give me a sound check. Talk a little bit.
All right. Happy Father's Day, everybody. And hello, Bessie.
Hello.
Very good. Very good. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Okay, we're going to call that good. Chris, I think we're ready to set up. Let me think here. Also, all of the buildings have interiors and may be used. So you are allowed to go into the interiors of all of the buildings.
Okay.
There's not much reason, unless the Specter decides to try and hide in one of the buildings, which is certainly possible,
Okay.
other than the warehouse. So, the cameras are not hooked up.
Here, let me do that one.
Okay. Chris, we need to get your fellas deployed. Where do you have to start off by putting one character in every corner. Has to be within 12 inches of the corner, cannot be within 6 inches of a plot point.
Go.
Yeah. Put Dorsey in the corner behind the garage.
Behind the garage. When you're this corner over here?
The Samuel's garage. I can't see the front of the other building, but
yeah. All right.
Yep,
so
right. Yep.
Dorsey will be 12 inches over here. So he'll be within just a little over 6 inches from a minor plot point. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
All right. So he's approaching over here. All right. And who's next?
Put O'Malley by the warehouse with the roof missing.
O'Malley by the warehouse with the roof missing. Bulldog O'Malley. Okay, can be within 12 inches. But you got your cans on.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cans. Let's see. So he's roughly a little over 7 inches or so from a minor plot point. All right, okay. Who's next?
Let's put him on the corner down the street from O'Malley.
On the corner down the street from O'Malley.
Toward me, down on the same side of the street, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. So is that right?
No, down by the tall building, your new building with the skylights.
Oh, okay. That corner over there. All right.
Yeah,
I
was looking at the wrong screen.
Okay. Scoot over a little bit. All right. So 12 inches from this corner will get you over here by this sedan. All right. So there we go.
Right.
Who's next?
And then
now you have officially. No, we still need one character in that corner over there.
Yeah, send
the boys in
gang.
Blue.
Yeah, the boys in blue.
Okay, we'll put them over here. 12 inches. I guess we'll just put them right about here. All right, who's next?
All right, and then
you have 3 little backup characters. Do they want to run along with I guess just tell us who they want to run with, and we'll set them next
Okay,
to.
one of the shooty guys with Dorsey,
Okay.
and one of the shooty guys with O'Malley,
Okay.
and then the dodgy guy with the boys in blue.
All right. You guys are going to see some weird stuff on the screen, and I just have to do this to get the camera set up. Okay. Okay. So I'll try and give you some pictures of where all your characters are located now. So
Okay.
here is Lutz. He's coming around this corner. He
Right.
has a pedestal located just up the road there.
Gotcha.
Here are the boys in blue, backed up by a dodgy character. Now, they could try and climb this roof over here, but that'll be a perilous move. But there
Right.
is a pedestal sitting up on top of that roof over there. There's Dorsey, and backed up by a shooter. They can climb up on top of the donut shop, the coffee shop over here. Then they can get to that pedestal.
Right.
And then Bulldog O'Malley, backed up by a shooter. They could go through this door here into the abandoned warehouse and find a pedestal in there. So these
Okay.
pedestals are part of the Specter's network that he uses to control the city.
Okay.
They are frequently disguised as different things, but if they are destroyed, then that prevents him from being able to teleport. Otherwise, at
Sure.
the start of every turn, before anything else happens, he is free to move to one of these pedestals and can place himself within 3 inches of it. So there are 4 pedestals on the table. There is 1. There is 2. Yeah, there. Dave is excited about there being 2 red herrings today. 2 red herrings. So he's pretty excited about that idea. He's hoping
Yeah.
the red herrings get drawn a lot. Now, in this particular scenario, when a red herring is drawn, it is removed from the deck, so it will not
Right.
be drawn again. Let's see. Did you tell everybody howdy out there, Bessie?
Mm-hmm.
Let's draw some cards. That's what we need to do.
I do have a real quick question, Dave.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of a just a nitpicky kind of one. I
Uh-huh.
noticed that there's a hatch on the roof of the building where the boys in blue are.
Uh-huh.
Can they go through that and not have to face a peril?
Oh. Huh? Dave Meister says yes. So we're just going to call
3 inches going up.
yeah, 3 inches going up. That's right. There's a hatch on that roof, and there's a hatch over there by Dorsey on a building over there. So we will call that a difficult move rather than being perilous. That means they cannot run up the ladder. I mean, they can run up the ladder, but they'll have to take a peril. If they do a 6-inch move, then which they could move in there to the bottom of the ladder, go up the ladder, and be right in contact with that. So yeah,
Okay.
give me a picture of that roof.
Good question.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so on their first move, they could move underneath the ladder, a 6-inch move, and then on their next move, they could move up the ladder and to the plot point, and try to attempt it. And as a matter of fact, they have a decent chance at the pedestals. The pedestals are not a random peril. The pedestals require 2 successes with might. And based on the number of models in that group, that gives them 3 dice 6. So they have a fairly decent chance of taking out a pedestal. All right. drawing cards.
Here's
Dorsey
the
is
director.
starting off as the initiative.
Okay.
He has a stay well, a uncanny, and a parlay. Interesting card.
Would you mind to repeat those again real quick?
Stay well, uncanny, and parlay.
Gotcha.
The Specter drew a breakaway. That's nice. A danger. That's nice. And a buy some time. Not particularly helpful, but maybe it'll get him some extra cards. I don't think he's looking to extend this. This is a 6-turn scenario. In some ways, the Specter is using this as an opportunity to test Task Force 2 and find out what they're up to. He's possibly his overconfidence will be his undoing.
Yeah, it will.
This is an interesting scenario. The Specter has got to survive this scenario. That's all the Specter has to do. So playing it defensively is oftentimes a good way to do that. But sometimes you could take advantages of the weakness and the spread out nature of the enemy forces to try and weaken them as well. So if the Specter can jump on somebody and take them out, then that's something as well. Dave, where did you want the Specter to start off at? We'll just say at the start of the scenario, the Specter is sitting in the middle of the table, cackling madly at Task Force 2. But at the start of turn number 1, he gets to teleport to within 3 inches of any pedestal. Where do you want to be?
There's 4 pedestals.
This one over here? You're here, brother, so you put him where you want him to be. He's going to be inside the warehouse, it looks like. Anywhere within 3 inches of it. You don't have to be in contact. You want to be in contact. He wants to be in contact. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. All right, we're starting turn number 1. This is, hey, everybody, big welcome to everybody joining us today for our live game. This could be the conclusion of our Vice Alley campaign. If Chris Girardi could defeat the Specter today, and that means not only to put him down, but then while the Specter is down, he becomes the major plot point, and then somebody has to go over there, unmask the Specter, and say, oh my gosh, they can't believe it was him. And then the Specter says, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
It's Larry.
Yeah. Old man Hancock. So that's the deal. If Task Force 2 can unmask the Specter, then he wins the campaign. If he fails to do that, then the campaign continues. Chris, are you going to activate first, or do you want Mr. Specter to activate first?
I'm going to go ahead and activate D.A. Denton.
Dorsey?
Or, yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Captain Dorsey.
I knew who you meant. Tell me what he's going to do. Is he going to go try and climb a roof?
Yeah, go ahead and have him try to climb the roof.
All right. So about a 4-inch move. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to be able to get you up the roof this turn because it was about a 5-inch move to get to the wall. So you do not have the next 2 inches to get up. So
okay,
this
fine.
turn, you're going to get up to the wall, which still means you're going to have 6-inch range. You know, you'll have a 6-inch range to that pedestal next turn.
Okay.
All right.
Bring up shooty guy. Bring up his shooty guy.
Okay. His shooty guy moves up there with him. All right. All right. Who's next? Dave,
Go ahead and move. I'm sorry.
I was asking Dave if he wanted to play a card.
Oh.
So O'Malley could rush the Specter.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to save that for last. Go ahead and move move Lutz as far as he can to the plot point.
Okay, so he can run and he will be on camera. He's gonna.
I think he's going to do it.
Oh, he's throwing danger on Lutz. Danger on
Okay.
Lutz. Random peril is 3 successes
Whoa.
with brawl, might, or finesse. Brawl, might, or finesse. He's got 3 die 8 in finesse. Are you ready for me to roll this?
Yeah.
Okay, you have an uncanny in your pocket. 3 dice. You need all 3 of them. Not a single one.
Aw.
You know, there's no reason to pass one if you're not going to pass any of them. So you are going to take no reason to use your uncanny because it won't help. But you could use your stay well to avoid the injury, or I can roll it. Do you want me to roll 3 dice health check?
No, give me. I'll take the stay well this time.
Okay. However, because you've failed the peril, that means right there ends his activation. I think he forgot to put the car in park when he got out of it, and it rolled over his foot right
That's
there.
very dangerous.
That's very
Yeah.
dangerous. That's very dangerous. All right. All right. So Lutz goes nowhere. Spins the turn, dodging a vehicle. Who's next?
Okay.
What about the boys in blue?
Yep. Send the boys in blue into the shop there.
Okay, the boys in blue are moving into the shop. And their gunner is going with them, or their
Yep.
dodger.
Yep.
He's the dodgy one. Dodgy man is going with them, and they are in there.
Okay.
I'm going to put the roof on just because it annoys me. All we have left is O'Malley and Shooty Pants. Camera?
Move the shooter up first to take a shot at the Specter.
Okay. Shooter moves up to the corner and fires at the Specter. Now, because this is interesting, and we don't use unearthly a lot, or haven't in a while. So when the shooter fires at an unearthly character, instead of using his brawl or shoot dice or fights an unearthly, he's got to substitute it for his finesse or cunning. So instead of getting to roll 3 dice 6, because he would get 2 dice plus a short dice bonus, he only gets 1 dice because the short range bonus does not apply to finesse.
That's fine.
You'll notice that
It's a long shot anyway. So
yeah. Okay. So he's throwing 1 dice out there. Now, is the Specter going to shoot back, or is he going to dodge? There's your stats over there. Shooting of 3 die 10.
Yep.
You're going to shoot?
Yep.
All right. All right. He's playing it fast and loose. He's going to go for it. Here is the shooting from Mr. Shooty Pants. He gets a 5.
Woo.
Okay, Specter got a 6 and a 6. That means it's automatically a take 'em all situation. And the Specter will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Shooty Pants will roll a 2 dice health check. I'll roll for Shooty Pants first since he's the active character. And Shooty Pants
Yay!
rolls double 6s. He's not injured. Specter, 1 die 10. And he rolls a 1, but he is in cover. He is in cover, and he's going to re-roll that. And he passes. Okay, almost, Chris. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows you're in the neighborhood now.
yeah.
All right, O'Malley going to go rushing in on him.
Yeah.
Okay, O'Malley leaps into the fray. O'Malley comes barking in there. Roar, 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 roar. Now, what is the Specter going to do? What do you have here?
Is he attacking me?
Are you gonna? Yeah, he's gonna use his. Are you gonna use brawl, or do you want to try and dodge him? You won't be able to use brawl, so you'll be rolling 2 dice 6, regardless of which way you want to go. Are you trying to fight him, or are you just going to go up and dodge him for some reason? Chris?
Oh, me? No, I'm going to
Yeah.
brawl him.
Okay. All right. So you'd be rolling 2d6. The Specter says he doesn't even want to play with you. He just uses his breakaway immediately and will move 1 to 3 inches away.
Yeah, back
Okay.
up.
Okay. Backed up just 1 inch.
Don't matter.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he backs up an inch and uses his breakaway. So the Specter is the only character left on the table that has not activated. Specter, are you going to shoot down the dog? Or do something else? He could try to mesmerize.
That's what I'm doing.
He could summon. Oh my gosh, he's got a lot of stuff to do.
Memorize.
Mesmerize? Who are you mesmerizing?
Dog.
The dog. He wants to mesmerize the dog. So he's throwing his mesmerism on. He's going to hypnotize Bulldog O'Malley. So what the Specter has to do is he has to win an opposed cunning check. So what is his cunning? 4 die 10. So Dave is going to roll 4 die 10 versus Pooch's 2 die 10. I'll go ahead and roll for the
H.
Pooch. What?
H. Pooch is H.
What? 2 die 6. I said 2 die 10, and Dave was trying to correct me, but I picked up the right dice. I just say the wrong thing. So 2 die 6 for cunning. I'm going to go ahead and roll it. Look at that. Okay, so the Specter is going to have to get at least 2 successes. The Specter has to win the roll. Here he goes. Here he goes. Put it down right out here. 2 successes. And he gets it. Barely gets the 2 successes. So what that means, boys and girls, and you have to really pay attention to the wording and what it says. What that says is that the Specter gets to control Bulldog O'Malley during Bulldog O'Malley's next activation. So he doesn't technically have control of Bulldog O'Malley right now. But the next time Chris activates Bulldog O'Malley, Dave will get, the Specter will get to decide what Bulldog O'Malley does.
Okay.
All right.
Is that the end of the turn?
That is the end of the turn. There are no recovery checks. We're going to pull a bullet. This is only a 6-turn scenario. Chris is
Actually,
still in control
Specter-
of the initiative.
The Spectre got injured, didn't he?
No.
Or did he
No,
roll
he
the
No,
passed
recovery
it.
he
check?
made his cover.
Oh,
save.
okay.
Oh, Chris still has control of the initiative. Chris, you drew a misfortune. A misfortune. That's nice to have in your back pocket. And Dave drew an out of ammo for the Specter. The Specter has an out of ammo.
Spectre gets to move.
Specter, do you want to move at the start of every turn? And it's important to remember that this does not count as moving. He simply gets to reposition himself anywhere on the table that is within 3 inches of one of the pedestals. Even the same pedestal, and that's something to remember too while Dave is thinking about this. You keep thinking about it, Dave. Even if you only have one pedestal in play, you could still reposition yourself within 3 inches of it, right? And even if you are engaged. So if you were surrounded by a bunch of people, you could still jump out of that and position yourself somewhere else within 3 inches of the pedestal. He's very slippery, the Specter is. What's the Specter going to do? You put him. I'm not putting him. No, I'm not touching it. You're here. You play it. You want to go over and defend the other pedestal. Okay. He's going to jump up and say no. Oh. So if you're in contact with it, it cannot be completed. If he is in contact with a pedestal, then that pedestal cannot be touched. All right, and that is what he has done. Dorsey, are you ready to go toe to toe with the Specter? Dorsey has the finesse and cunning to cause serious damage to the Specter. That may have been a blunder right there. I tell you what, the Specter's overconfidence will be his undoing. Happy Father's Day, everybody. I hope you're having a good time out there. All right, Chris Girardi, what is Task Force 2 going to do?
I'm gonna move O'Malley's shooty guy
Mm-hmm.
as close to the Specter as I can and take a shot.
Okay. All right.
Maybe behind that convertible there.
Let's do it. So you'll roll 1 dice to shoot at the Specter.
Is that in close range?
Doesn't matter because you're not actually using your shoot skill. You're using your finesse or your cunning.
Oh,
so you'll
gotcha.
only roll
Okay.
1 dice.
Okay.
Specter, on the other hand, what are you going to do? Are you going to shoot back?
Yep.
So you got the short range bonus. He will be in cover. Here is his 1 dice. I think he's keeping the heat. He's keeping the pressure. Oh, got nothing this time, though. All right. Let me see what you can roll, Dave. 3 successes, and the little fellow's going to take a 3 dice hit. Can't block any of it. Bam. Cover save will not be good enough, and the little fella is removed from play.
Oh,
And
Okay.
that makes the Specter is now the director. Now what? Now what are you going to do, Mr. Specter? If that is your real name, I suspect it could be an alias.
I don't think so. I think that's his birth name.
That's
That's
what his
legal
mother
government
named
name.
him.
Yeah.
His mother knew. His mother had.
Mothers know.
Bulldog don't know here.
Okay.
He should have fire hydrant.
Again, Dave will take control of Bulldog O'Malley the next time Chris chooses to activate him. Dave does not have control of Bulldog O'Malley. He controls him during his next activation. Bulldog O'Malley has not activated. You can either choose to activate one of your characters, which is the Specter, or you can ask Chris to activate. What's he going to do? He's plotting. He's scheming. He's looking down the laundry list of abilities. He's doing his summon ability. All right, that's going to be an X. Draw us an X, Bessie.
3.
3! Oh,
I'm
my
so sorry.
God. Oh, my God, Bessie. Why would you do that on Father's Day?
You're the one that
Chris?
shuffled.
Oh.
I didn't shuffle.
All right, so three henchmen show up around the Specter. Oh my gosh. 3 henchmen show up circling the Specter. Why would you do that, Bessie? Why?
You shuffled.
Okay, so that was his activation. So if I remember right, they are not ready. Does anybody remember? Is it written there, Dave? Do they come into play?
They may not
ready or ready?
activate on the same turn.
They're not.
Okay. All right. Good enough. So you're all out of activations. So Chris, who do you want to activate?
Go ahead and get O'Malley out of the way.
Okay. O'Malley activates.
The dog?
Yes.
Yeah,
Run him 12 inches towards the Specter.
he's going over at the fire hydrant.
Okay. All right. So he takes off running towards the fire hydrant. I think he smells the donuts at the donut shop.
Donuts.
And that's his entire activation. For the record, and for those of you that know that there is a rule called retreat, for the record, you're not allowed to force the enemy to retreat, which is basically leave the table, leaving play during their activation. So that's one of the restrictions on it. Okay, so Chris, you may continue to activate. The donut
All right.
shop looks it must be lunchtime. The donut
Yeah.
shop is hopping.
Go ahead and have Lutz try to move this time.
Okay, let's activate. Dave, you got anything for him this time? All right, let's activate. Is he going to move up to the plot point?
Yeah.
He's going to get his shoe shine.
Does he have any kind of shot at the Specter?
Oh
From there?
man, I'm not sure. I'm gonna eyeball it and see if I can tell.
I know it's low visibility, but I
Yeah,
can't
you're
see.
over 12, so no,
Okay.
no
couldn't,
shot.
So.
No
All right.
shot. Yeah. All right. Who's next?
Boys in blue.
The boys in blue are going up the ladder. It's a short move, so they're not going to have to run to do it. So they're going to go huddle around up around the pedestal. All right, they are up there. Okay. I guess they're going to attempt the pedestal. They will get a random peril.
Yep.
The
2
random
with cunning or might.
peril is 2 with cunning or might. Luckily, they have 3 dice in might. They can do that. They can do it. And they did.
Woohoo!
3 successes. All right, now they can attempt to destroy the pedestal. It is a 2 dice roll. And did.
We have an
I should have
uncanny.
rolled 3 dice.
Yeah.
I should have rolled 3 dice. Hold on. So they got 1 success and 1 failure. And 2 successes. All right, Chris. Now, here's fun time for Bessie. Here's fun time for
a-
Bessie. Fun time
Pick a good
for
one, Bessie.
Bessie.
Oh,
Good
we'll
fisherman.
try.
She is good at fishing, I tell you. There ain't no red herring she can't find. So we have 2 red herrings in this stack. What are the chances? What are the chances? She won't do it. She's trying to focus. She's focusing her chi. She is centering.
I have confidence in you, Bessie.
Thank
You can
She's
do it.
on the fish's tour.
Come on.
No, we're good.
It is not a red herring, and the pedestal is destroyed. The red herrings were sitting right there. All right.
So what was the reward?
It says +1 dice to shoot or finesse when you discard a card. By the way,
Okay.
that is a no drop reward, so they cannot lose it. And that's what they got there. Okay, who's next?
Mr. Dodgy guy is going to go out in the street as far as he can.
Okay, towards
guy
the
with the boy.
Specter. See,
No,
running
the one
down
with
the street.
boys. Yeah, that one.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he takes off running down the street here. I conveniently made my squares 1-inch squares, so I could actually use them for that.
Okay.
All right. Well, looks like the Specter's running out of luck. I think the Specter is going to have a hard time now. Now, the boys in blue could actually cross over the rooftops and get to the donut shop. So that'll be interesting.
Nice. All right.
It is a difficult challenge to cross Samuel's garage roof.
Okay.
So that counts as a difficult area.
Now, Dodgy guy, is he within 12 inches? Can he see?
No.
to take a
No,
shot?
he's got too much
Okay.
building in his way. Yeah,
Okay.
he's got too much building in his way.
That's
And
fine.
it's really close to 12 anyway. So who do we have next? We have Dorsey and the
Just-
shooter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are they
Um,
gonna do?
Dorsey's
Well, you
going
could
to
send
go
the
through
shooter
the
up there to
hatch
try
on the
and
roof.
gun down the minions.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Dorsey's going to go through the hatch in the building. I know it's going to cost him some movement, but
This building does not have a hatch. That's the
Oh, okay.
building next door.
Gotcha. All right.
It-
Well,
but-
yeah, just have him back up and take a shot at whoever's
Okay.
closest.
How about if we get behind the fence, like 1, 2, 3 inches? We get to the fence and take a shot from there.
That's fine.
Okay. So from there, firing up at the folks on the roof. He's only got 2 die 10 in shooting, but an extra dice for the short range will get him up to 3 die 10 in shooting. Specter, what are your fellows gonna do? So one of these, we'll just say it's this guy on this side, the guy on the end.
Yeah. Dodge.
He's gonna try to dodge. How many dice you got in dodge?
One, I take it.
Let's take a look. Do we have
It says
stats?
level 1, 2, 6, 4.
Okay, so that means they have 1 dice and everything else. All right, so here is the shooting. Boom. 3 successes, a 7, a 4, and a 9. Stop the 4, take a 2 dice hit. Okay, failed both of them. Cover will not save him. By the way, cover elevation almost always counts as cover, so he is gone. 2 dice failure means it's not enough for the cover to save. And he is
Yay.
gone, and that puts Dorsey back in control. Dorsey
All
takes
right, and-
control of the initiative there.
And Shooty's
And
going to do basically the same thing.
Shooter is going to do the same thing. So he backs up 3 inches, gets behind the fence, and fires up at. Oh, he played it out of ammo when the shooter pants activates.
Do you want to
I'll play my
misfortune it?
misfortune.
Okay, Misfortune says no to your out of ammo. So Shooty Pants is going to get 3 dice 6 of shooting.
Yay, shooty pants.
Go Shooty Pants. A 6, I'm sorry, a 5 and a 4. Was that a dodger?
Dodge, yeah.
Okay, so he stops one of them. You'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. Failed, cover. Failed again, and he's down and
Woohoo.
gone. The minions are dropping like flies. He screams and falls off the donut shop with a bear claw clenched in his teeth.
Bear claws.
Bear claw.
That'd be worth it.
That would be worth it. That would be worth it. All right. Is that everybody? Has everybody activated?
I think so.
Everybody this turn has activated. We're starting turn number 3. Chris is running out of time. Chris is running out of time, boys and girls. Chris is back in control of the initiative. He draws an I'm all right.
That's big.
I'm all right is big.
I have his cards over here, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm all right is big. Big.
Uncanny.
An
for Dave.
uncanny for Dave. Keeps it out of Chris's hand. Chris is back in control of the initiative. We're starting turn number 3. This is a 6-turn scenario. The Specter simply has to survive. And so far, he's been untouched. Untouched. Other than
Is
some
he gonna-
fleas off of O'Malley.
Is he going to jump somewhere?
Yep, yeah, it's his opportunity. Where does he want to go? He's going to enter into hand-to-hand combat with Lutz. He appears directly in contact with Lutz. Is that what you want to do? Lutz is more than you can
I
handle.
had to fight him, right?
Well, when not immediately, but yeah,
When I
when,
activate, I had to fight.
yes, when you activate or when he activates, there will be a fight. You can go inside the building, remember. If you want to be in contact with it, yeah, you're gonna have to fight him when one of you activates. Yeah, Lutz is pretty sneaky. He's got the cunning and the finesse to get some injuries on you. What do you think you want to do? He's thinking that's the Specter's job. He's the brains of the outfit. He may look like an empty-headed skeleton face. He's lurking behind the mailbox. Now that is interesting.
Lurker.
He is lurking behind the mailbox. What is Lutz gonna do? Specter could take an awful lot of damage right there. An awful lot. This could be the turn that the Specter goes down. All right, here we go. Chris Girardi, you're in control of the initiative. The Specter is in the open and ready to be gunned down in the street. What are you going to do?
Have dodgy guy run up within 1 inch of the Specter.
And shoot him? Or not?
No.
Just stand there?
Yep, just stand there.
Okay, dodgy guy moves to within 1 inch of the Specter and is pointing at him. He's saying, "Here he is! He's right here!"
In case the cape didn't give it away.
Give me his camera too. He's right here! He's right here! It's this guy with the cape! All right, dodgy guy has moved and activated. Who's next?
All right, move the boys in blue as far as they can get.
Where? Are they going across
Toward,
the
I'm
rooftops
sorry,
towards the
toward
other
the
pedestal?
Specter.
Towards the Specter? Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a difficult move to go down the ladder. So do you want to run? Do you want to give them a
No, just mosey.
Okay. Okay.
Outside the front door.
Yep, outside the front door. They are outside the front door.
So we safer to mosey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because accidents happen when you're in a hurry.
Especially
That's-
going down a
Exactly.
ladder.
if there's a takeaway, if there's anything that you should learn from Pulp Alley is accidents happen when you're in a hurry. That's
All
That's when
right,
accidents
have them shoot at the Specter.
Oh, and from there they're taking some shots at the Specter. So they're
And they
going
do
to
get
be
a
rolling.
plus. They get a +1 in finesse. So
Yeah,
from their
'cause they're
card.
You have to discard to give them that bonus.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'm gonna
let
have to
me,
take one of your cards away.
Got a parlay.
yeah, I'll get rid of parlay.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I think that's a smart choice. So that's going to get them up to a finesse of 2 dice.
2?
2. Yeah. Gangs normally only roll 1 dice in cunning and finesse, but that will give them 2
They're pretty
dice.
finessey, I think. They could have
All right. How is the Specter reacting here? Is he going to shoot back? He is in cover. He's got the mailbox. He's lurking behind.
They rolling.
What?
What are they rolling?
2 dice 6 of deadly firepower that you can't handle. It's what they're rolling.
Yes, sirree, Bob.
What are you gonna do? He's thinking.
You can smell it.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, he's laying it on the line.
Okay.
He's going for damage here. Here is the shooting from the gang. This is where it turns around for Chris. That's going to be some deadly firepower right there. That's a 6, sir. A 6. Let's see what you can get. You got 3 die 10 to shoot. Yeah. Shooting back gets 2 8s. That's going to become a take 'em all situation. They will automatically lose 2 models. Blip. Blip.
They don't get a cover.
They
save or
were not
anything?
up to the truck. They
Oh,
had just
okay.
stepped out of the doorway and they get gunned down. They were not in position. And the Specter is in cover. And the Specter, boys and girls, is injured. This
Ooh.
could be the end
Oh,
of the
my.
Specter. Now,
poison blue.
now what's going to happen? Mr.
Lutz is
Girardi, you
gonna
still
go
have
ahead and
control
open
of the
up.
initiative.
Let's.
Lutz is going to go ahead and. Oh, you said the Specters. Oh, no, both got hurt. All right. Lutz is going to open up on the. Go ahead and move him behind some kind of cover.
Sure, the shoe shine stand.
Yeah.
Leaps behind the shoe shine
Or
stand.
Or behind the mailbox.
Well, the Specter's at the mailbox, so you can't move within an inch of
I'm
him.
being funny.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I know.
So hide behind the same mailbox.
Don't tell
So
everybody.
you have some serious finesse. You got 3 die 8 in finesse or cunning. So I guess we'll be using your finesse here, or your
Right.
cunning,
Yeah.
because he is unearthly. And here is how is the Specter replying now? Dodging. He has said that's enough of that. 2 successes against the Specter. I don't think there's any way an 8 and a 5.
Can't
There's
do
no
it.
way he's going to be able to dodge that, boys and girls.
If you haven't already,
Hit that like button. And he dodges the 5. He does not stop the 8, and that means he takes a hit. He's not rolling D10s for health anymore. He's down to D8s. D8. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh,
And it's a failure. He's got his cover save. He's got his cover save, boys and girls. Oh my gosh. And it's a 1, boys and girls. It's a 1. The Specter takes another injury. This could be over in no time at all. The Specter takes another hit.
Wow.
Oh, boys and girls.
I think he tripped on his cape.
He tripped on his cape. That's why capes are really
Capes are really not
sure
all
they're
crap used to
fashionable,
be.
but you have to consider the dangers that they,
The length.
create.
You have to really
Yes,
think about.
You
the
have to think about the hem. Chris, you are still in control of the initiative. Who's activating?
I'll
next?
send O'Malley as far down the street as he can go.
All right. O'Malley activates, and he is coming.
He's mad now.
Oh.
He got mesmerized.
O'Malley. Yes, O'Malley. 12-inch move gets him to the center of the street.
Okay.
Flip. He's out here. All right. Who's next?
Dorsey. He's going to
Dorsey.
run through the donut shop out
Sure.
to the street.
Sure, I see that. Run through the donut shop gets you over to the cop car. From there, you do not have line of sight to the Specter. So the shooty guy does the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, shooty pants also runs through, and he's over 12 inches as well. So neither of them have a shot at the Specter. I think you activated everybody, Chris.
Yep, I have.
All right, Dave, you still have a minion lurking on the donut shop, and you have the Specter who is bloodied. Who is bloodied as bloody could be. What is he going to do? Do you mesmerize? Now he's injured. I don't know if he has something that affects that or not, but
Can he pick anybody to mesmerize?
I think there's a limit. It's got to be within 12 inches.
Okay, but it doesn't have to be the closest.
Correct. Does not have to be the closest. Now remember, you're going to get to move again, so it's not like you're in a bad spot.
Cursed presence.
Cursed presence. He plays a peril out of his hand
Oh.
on an enemy. And who are you putting that on? On Lutz. On Lutz. So he's playing cursed presence on Lutz. And Lutz is going to have to roll 3 successes with cunning, might, or brawl. And he will use his cunning. He's got 3 die 8 in cunning. We can pass that. Here it goes. Plus he's got an I'm all right. Plus he's got a uncanny. Here's the roll.
Oh my son of
Okay,
a!
so
What the heck,
Bessie,
dude?
why did you roll that? So she did not get a single success. So the uncanny won't help, but I'm either going to roll a health check or you're going to play the I'm all right.
I'll play the I'm all right.
I'm all right. So he is not injured. Okay. Turn 3. Specter is done. We still have the minion on the rooftop. What's he going to do? See, just stay there? Okay. All right. So minion on the rooftop stays where he is at. That ends turn number 3, and we are rolling a recovery check for the Specter. A recovery check for the Specter. A 5. We'll shake off one of those pows. Oh, but he's bloodied. He knows they mean business now. Whoo, boys and girls. He's looking around. He's trying to find someplace to go. The Specter feels trapped. First thing that happens is we draw cards. So I'm going to draw cards for Chris. Chris, you added warmed.
Hey, Dave.
Uh-huh.
Just a real quick question: is Dorsey within 12 inches of the boys in blue?
Oh, yes.
To try to rally?
He is not. He is a little bit shy, and that was
Okay.
his full run.
I knew it was kind of a long shot.
Those two are gone. Yeah. Let's see. So I drew cards. What did I draw? Where's my card? Okay. Here I am going to draw cards. Chris, you draw first, and you got a warmed up. You drew a warmed up. Dave drew a stay down. A stay down.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to come over here and sit on top of this pedestal, lurking behind it. Lurking behind the pedestal. Interesting. All right, here we go.
I'm sorry, where did he move to?
Yes.
I did.
He's in the warehouse.
Okay.
He's behind the pedestal in the warehouse.
Okay.
That ended turn number 3. We're starting turn number 4. Turn number 4. He's only got 6 turns to do this scenario. Can he get the Specter down? That's the tough part. Got some injuries on him already. Chris, what are you going to do to start things off?
Move Dorsey up to where he's in cover and take a shot at the Specter.
Okay. So we could basically run him to the doorway.
Okay.
And shoot from there. Dorsey has the finesse to handle it. Dorsey has 3 die 10 in both finesse and cunning. And I'm going to remind you guys once again, the normal combat modifiers do not apply to cunning or finesse. All right. 3 die 10 is what he's rolling. Specter says he's dodging. Here's the roll. A 7 is what the Dorsey gets. Can he get a 7? He does. The 7 dodges the 7.
Okay.
Who's next?
Well, Shooty guy is going to do basically the same thing.
Okay. Can run him all the way up to the doorway. And he will have... Is that the guy that... No, that's not the guy that has the finesse. Is that the guy that's got the... No. Who was it that's got the finesse? Is he gone?
Yeah.
The guy that picked up the... Who picked up the extra finesse? The boys in blue.
Yeah, the boys in blue got the plot point.
Yeah, the boys in blue have the extra finesse. Okay, so this guy is rolling 1 die 6.
Right.
Dave, how are you shooting? Dave says he's shooting. Here's his 1 dice in finesse. A 4. That's gonna cost the Specter right there. All right, Dave. Let's see what you can get. Shooting gets 2 6s and a 5. That becomes a take 'em all situation, regardless of how you play it. Specter's gonna have to roll a 1 dice health check. Shooty Pants McShooty Pants is gonna have to roll a 3 dice health check. Let's see
You
what
can do
you
it.
can get, Dave. Okay, Specter survives that one, but Shooty Pants also passes his health check. Dave,
Alright.
did you see that? Did you see the 3 dice health check I just passed? All right. Chris,
Why did the director?
you are still the boss. Chris, what are you going to do?
How far is O'Malley away from Lutz's plot point?
About 8 inches.
Just move him up there.
Okay. He is on top of the pedestal, barking at it.
Oh, okay. All
Okay,
right.
who's next?
Send Lutz as far toward the Specter as he can get.
All right, that'll be a 12-inch run down the sidewalk. Puts him down here. Okay. Gets down. He won't have a shot.
No. And then move the boys in blue toward the warehouse as well.
Okay. Trying to see where, okay. 12-inch run straight towards. Okay, we'll get them up to the fire engine. And that will get them within range of
Right.
Dorsey.
Okay, Dave.
We still
Oh, I've
have you still have a
Yeah.
dodgy boy. I'm not saying that you have to activate him, but I was going to make sure that you knew the dodgy guy has not activated yet.
Send him up by O'Malley.
Okay. He's up there with O'Malley, and he's pointing at the pedestal. He is really helpful. That guy, I think he could be an informant.
I
He's
think he
yelling
is.
out, "It's that thing right there." You notice he always shows up later than everybody else and is pointing at stuff. So he's pointing at it. That's got to be a good luck charm, though. So I think
I
at
think
this
so.
point, Chris, you have activated everybody. So
Yes.
Mr. Meisner, boys and girls, if you haven't already, please make sure you get subscribed to our little channel. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Take a moment, hit that like button for us. Hit the bell if you're already a subscriber, so you get a notification when we upload a new video. Mr. Meisner, you have 2 characters in play. You have the minion camped out on top of Bear Claw Alley.
Yeah, he's gonna stay camped out.
Okay, he activates and stays. And then you have the minion inside the deserted warehouse.
Yeah, summon.
He uses his summon ability. Draw that X.
Son of a gun. I'm so
Another
sorry.
3. Oh
Who shuffled
my
this deck?
gosh. She says that. I know where she pulled that card out of. She was
Off
she
the
was-
top.
she
Off
was-
the top, sir.
Keeps those 3s in her pocket so she can pull them out when she wants them. No, I'm not going to place them. I want you to place them. I'm just putting them in the warehouse. You're here, so
He's a guest.
he is a guest in our house, and he is putting them in contact with the pedestal.
With him in contact with the shooty duty.
Oh, he wants to be in contact with Shooty Pants. Oh, so he is in contact with the Shooty Pants.
Hey.
Okay. All right, Shooty Pants. Now you got something coming at you. And then you
Well,
have
Shooty Pants has something coming
2
at
more
you.
minions there. All right.
End of the turn.
End of the turn. Recovery checks.
Nope.
Specter does not recover. Dave. Let's see. Chris, this is for the boys in blue.
Okay.
Yay.
They gain, one of the boys comes running back up
I got a bear
says-
claw. I feel better now.
Yep. Got back from the donut shop. Okay. Now, as we start turn number 5, boys and girls, if you do not feel the turns slipping away, he's got 2 turns left. 2 turns left. Let's see what happens here.
He's still the director.
Chris is still the director. Chris, your card is called Sidestep. What are you pointing at?
Cards over there.
Oh, why are you touching me, lady? Stop. Distraction. Distraction. Interesting. All right, Chris. Oh my gosh. You got to get some injuries on this guy.
Yeah, I move.
Oh, he's going to move. Are you going to the bear claws?
That's where I'd go.
You jumping back up on your bear claw?
Yeah, it's time for another donut.
What is that? Are you moving over here?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. You put it down. The Specter has him tied up in knots, trying to figure out where he's going. And all of a sudden, he zeroes in on a spot, and then the Specter is gone, just like that. That's why taking out the pedestals is kind of important. Without taking out the pedestals, you can run into a lot of chasing. What are we going to do here, Chris?
O'Malley's going to go after the plot point.
O'Malley says, I'm taking it out. So,
That way, at least he'll be on one end
I
of town.
apologize, Chris. We have ruffians in the way. I don't know if you want to try and clear the ruffians off first. You know, you have Lutz. You even have the boys in blue could go rushing in on them.
No, O'Malley's the dog.
O'Malley. I'm sorry. I get all these
That's
guys
all right.
confused. He looks a lot like O'Malley.
Yeah.
So O'Malley attempts the plot point. The first thing he has to
Right.
face is a random peril, and the random peril is 2 with finesse or cunning, and those are not his sweet spots.
We have an uncanny.
He's got 2 dice
Question mark.
6 to do this. Let's look at those skills again. Finesse or cunning. Do you want to discard a card to get a +1 to your finesse?
That's the boys in blue.
Is just out of curiosity.
I'm
is,
sorry. That was only for the boys in blue. That was picked up by the
Yeah.
boys in blues. I
Is
thought it was O'Malley.
Dorsey within 12 inches?
Oh,
that's
a good
yeah.
question. He is within 12 inches.
Well, I'll use my inspiring then.
Okay, that will get him an extra dice, and that'll get you up to 3 dice 6. All right, he's got to try to get past this peril. He gets the 2 successes he needs. Now it's his might. What kind of might does O'Malley have? O'Malley has
48.
4 die 8 in might. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only need 2 of these to bust a pedestal. Got it.
Yay.
All right, Bessie. The pedestal is
damn.
busted.
Time is
There's
a fish
There's
egg.
only 2 red herrings in there. Only 2. Only 2.
No,
All
there
right.
should only be 1.
No, there's still 2 because he hasn't drawn 1.
Oh, that's right. Dang it.
So there's still 2.
Just throwing it out
She
there.
is such a cheater.
I'm not
Okay.
a cheater.
Here, draw this one. Oh.
Nope, it's not.
Oh, it is not a red herring. Red herrings are still in there. It is not a red
So what-
herring. O'Malley picks
so-
up another
What does it do?
plot point.
What does he
Instead
get?
of rolling a recovery check for O'Malley, you can discard to automatically pass the recovery check.
Okay.
And more importantly, I tell you what, that informant is lucky. Whenever he's pointing at something, he knew. So O'Malley goes over there and rips the cables out of that pedestal, and it is removed.
Yay, oh
All right, you
mine.
are still the director, Chris. You are still
All
the
right,
director. What are you gonna do?
move dodgy guy up toward the Specter as far as he can go.
All right, 12 inches towards the Specter. Okay, runs up, takes cover at the fender. And too much building in the way to get a shot from there. All right, who's next?
Go ahead and move Lutz toward the
Let's see if Lutz is in
Specter.
range. Towards what?
Huh?
Towards the Specter?
Yeah, towards the Specter.
Okay, I can get you over to the car and you can take a shot up at him.
That
So what
will
you
work.
want to do?
Yep.
Okay, so he runs over to the car, gets you some cover there. Short range is irrelevant. However, Lutz is a finessey fellow, so he has 3 die 8 coming at you.
Distraction.
It's not a challenge, and if I remember right, I'm pretty. What is it? Maybe it doesn't say that. Let me see. It does not. Okay. Yeah, he could play a distraction on you when you activate. Enemy suffers a -1 might, finesse, and cunning during their activation. So he'll have a -1 on all of his stats.
And I'm sorry, dashing. That's I don't have the book in front of me now.
Yeah, dashing
That's,
only prevents the injuries. It does. It means that you're not affected from injuries. This is a fortune card,
Well-
so it'll still affect you. So you'll have
Oh,
2
gotcha.
die 8 instead of 3 die 8, and that's more than enough to get an injury on the Specter.
Yeah.
He absorbs. What are you gonna do? He says dodge. I don't think he's gonna dodge what Lutz has. Lutz gets a 7. Can you get a 7? Let's see. He does, and he avoids the 7. Okay. Who's next?
The boys in blue are gonna run up and take a shot
Okay.
behind cover.
Okay. So we can get them up to the same car. So they're ducking down behind the.
Actually, put them behind the police cruiser. That way,
Okay.
Dorsey and Shooty guy, Dorsey can move over and still
Okay.
get cover.
Okay. He's not going to be shooting back anyway. He'll be dodging. So you don't have to
Yeah.
worry too much about cover, but it makes sense. So they run over to the police car. They will have 1 dice to shoot at him. 1 dice 6.
Do they want to discard?
Unless you want to discard and get an extra dice.
I'm gonna get rid of warmed up because I
Okay.
can't use that hardly anyway.
Yep. So 2 dice. Now here's the roll. What are you doing? Are you dodging? Okay. He got a 5. He's gonna run out of luck eventually. Let's see what you get, Dave. And he dodges it. All right. Who's next?
Dorsey.
Okay. What's he gonna do? What's Dorsey gonna do? Is he gonna try
He's
and deal
gonna
with
go
the
over there and
minions,
shoot.
or is he
No,
throwing some
I'm
dice
not
up at the
wasting my time with
Specter?
them. Yeah.
Okay. As far as you can towards the Specter, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, behind or next to Lutz.
Okay. So he runs over. He's next to Lutz, and he's throwing damage up there. He's throwing 3 die 10. Dodging, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is the roll. Checking cards. 2 10s and a 5. He ain't
Ooh.
dodging
There we go.
what Dorsey has coming. He'll dodge the 5 and gonna have to roll a 2 dice health check here. 2 dice health check. Boys and girls, this is it. Oh no, cover. Cover, and he is injured, boys and girls. A second pow. All right. The only character you have that has not activated, you don't have to activate them. I'm just letting you know
No,
that
I'm
Shooty
gonna leave him where he is for right now.
He is not activating, and that's a smart move, boys and girls. That's a veteran player right there who knows the game. All right, let's do it.
Dave, go ahead.
That means Mr. Meisner is going to activate. He has 5 characters in play. He has 3 minions over here, 1 up here, and the Specter. The Specter is beaten and bruised and bloodied. What's going to happen to the Specter? You ever feel like Bonnie and Clyde? You know, the shots are just riddling that poor donut shop over there.
Oh,
What are you going to do, bud?
Yeah, we'll activate one of those guys in there.
Okay, one of the guys in there is activating, and what are they doing?
Kind of get on the guy there.
Going to attack him?
Yep.
Okay, so one of the other guys comes around and attacks him. Okay. I think you have 2 dice in brawl. Is that right? Or 2 dice in shoot? I don't remember.
2 dice in brawl.
2 dice in brawl. So he's. Are you brawling him?
I'm gonna use my sidestep and dodge.
Okay, so you'll have 2 dice in dodge. Okay, 2 ones won't get anything done. Would you like to disengage from that fight, sir?
Nope.
He wants to stay right where he is. All right,
Put the other guy on him.
put the other guy on him. Okay, 2 more dice coming at you. Are you dodging again?
Yeah.
Okay, roll those 2 dice, sir.
Well, actually, can I shoot at him as he comes around?
Nah, you can't shoot if you're already engaged. You already
Oh,
have
okay,
2
gotcha.
people trying
Yeah.
to beat on you, so can't shoot at someone. Can't use defensive fire when you're engaged.
Okay.
All right, so he's got 1 dice coming at you this time. And this time, I'm pretty sure sidestep does not say +1 bonus until the end of the turn. So you only have 1 dice to dodge with.
Yep.
All you need is a 4, and you get
Yeah.
a 6 and dodge that as well. The last guy?
Yep.
Okay, the last guy over there is activating. Chris, are you dodging?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're dodging because you don't have anything else to do. 2 3s. Would you like to disengage and move 1 inch away?
Yeah, I will this time.
All right, that was pretty clever. Held all 3 of those guys at bay and leaps away. Bad die rolls, Dave. You still have 2 fellas. You have Bear Claw, McPherson up here, and the Specter. What are they doing?
Yeah, let me summon.
Summon. Draw that X. Another 5.
2.
Oh, well, that's only a 2.
That makes me feel better.
Oh, well, it's only a 2.
So it's
So
not a
2
3.
more minions show up.
Bessie, you're not helping me out very
I
much.
know. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
2 more minions show up. All right. They are.
Other minion. Just standing there.
The other minion activates and does nothing, and that ends the turn. Recovery check for the Specter. This is huge. This is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see it. A 3, boys and girls. The Specter is holding on by a thread. Boys and girls, we are starting
Can you roll
turn
for
number
my
6.
boys in blue?
Boys in blue.
What?
Boys in blue.
Boys in blue recovery check. Boys in blue recovery check. Failed.
Cards.
Cards.
Who's the director? Chris?
Chris Girardi is the director.
Okay, Chris, you got a stumble.
And Dave drew a disarmed. A disarmed. And I think if I'm calculating this correctly, if I'm calculating this all correctly, based on the cards, a stumble could be huge. A stumble could be huge. The reason a stumble could be huge, I was about to say that the game is over. I was about to say that the game is over because where the Specter is positioned right now.
He gets to move though.
That's right. The Specter's going to move. Where is the Specter going to go? He has this area and he has this area. He only has 2 areas left. We've drawn cards. This could be, what are you going to do here? Where are you going to go? He's thinking, boys and girls. This is, he's got on his thinking cap.
Coming over at the other pedestal.
The other pedestal. He wants to be at the other pedestal. I think that was actually a really smart move. Even though it may put him in a little more danger, see, this is what has to happen now. This is what has to happen for Chris to basically win the scenario. Once you put the Specter down, which he's hanging on by a thread right now, he's like 1 hit, 1 injury, 1 failed health check away from going down. Once the Specter goes down, he becomes the major plot point. And then somebody has to move up and do the plot point. The only character that Chris Girardi has in range to do that is Shooty Pants. Shooty Pants is the only character. So that means what Chris has to do is he has to knock these 3 minions out of the way. Then he has to knock the Specter down. And then he has to move this character into contact with the Specter and pray to all that is holy that he's able to take him out.
This is the last
that-
round.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the last turn. This is the last turn. And I don't see anything in play right now that can extend it.
No, he's got the card.
He had to buy some time and he already used it. Or he used it to as a peril, so he doesn't actually have it anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The path to victory is incredibly narrow, but it's not out yet. So,
Let's do it.
Chris, what are you going to do?
Move Dorsey up to the first minion and pummel him.
A brawl? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay. So, the first minion is engaged. Dorsey has 12 die 20 and brawl. Or that many dice of that type. What is your minion going to do? Brawl back? Or, sure, 2 die 6 to brawl back. Here is the roll. Dorsey says, take a fist to the face with an 8 and a 5. Minion rolls 2 die 6. And gets a 6 and a 6. Just say take them all, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chris says take them all. Dorsey will roll a 2 dice health check. Passes. Oh, Dave wanted to see a failure there. Dave wants to get control of the cone. And the minion is gone. Beat into the
Yay.
ground, beat into the pavement.
Like a tent peg.
I don't think you put tent pegs in pavement. I
No,
guess
you do.
All right.
You do? Okay.
You do.
Who's
Lutz
next?
is going to move up and shoot the next closest minion.
Okay, you can take cover behind the car and shoot down the minion. 3 die 6? No. Lutz is shooty pants, so
48.
5d8.
Oh, yeah. I died.
5d8 coming at you. Are you dodging with 1 dice or shooting back with 2 dice?
2 dice brawl. Shoot.
Short range will get you your extra dice. Shooting? Okay. An 8, a 6, a 6, and a 5. That's some shooting. 2 dice, 6 dice coming back.
Okay.
before. How do you want to play that? Are you just going to go for all of it,
Take 'em all.
Chris?
Take
Yeah.
them
You don't
all.
hold back these days. So we'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. Failed. Cover
Yay.
saves him. Shooty Pants is rolling a 4 dice health check, or minion is, and not surprising, shot down like the dog he is. Who's next? He is clearing the path. He is clearing
Boys
the
in
path
blue
right
are
now,
gonna
but he's
go up.
running out of characters.
Boys in blue are going to shoot at the other one.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Moving up.
you know, well, hold on,
Okay.
because I still have to take down the Specter.
Mm-hmm. He's running. The path to victory is becoming more and more narrow. See if he can't get
Move
through
him
that
to.
doorway with that minion standing there.
Well, can they go to the other side of the truck where they can see through the other door?
Uh-huh. What are they wanting to do?
Shoot at shoot at the Specter. Gosh.
Yeah, someone's going to
Hmm.
have to take that minion down. I guess pointy man Dodgy could move up and try and shoot the...
Yeah. Go ahead and have him try to shoot the minion.
All right. So he'll get 1 dice for his normal, and then he'll get an extra dice for the short range. This is huge right here. What is your minion doing? Shooting back? If you could clear that doorway. A 5. A 5. Nothing from the other side, and he's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. Okay, he passed the health check. Chris, what about a stumble right here? What would a stumble do?
I
Could
don't
that
know.
get
What
him
will
out of
it
your
do?
doorway?
Yeah, go ahead and play that on him.
Stumble, the distance, draw it,
1.
1 inch. 1 inch out of the way. 1 inch towards Dorsey gets you over here, and that gets you a clear path to the Specter. But who's going to put down the Specter? The Specter isn't down yet. We still have a game here, boys and girls. We still have a
Do the
game.
boys in blue have? Do they have the range to actually brawl the Specter?
Well, remember that they're going to use their finesse or cunning, regardless of...
Doesn't really matter, does it?
No. No. You might as well just move up to the doorway and shoot at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside.
No, but they do get an extra on finesse, an
Yes,
extra
they
dice
do.
on finesse.
Yep. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
They have to go inside,
Why do they have to go inside?
or they'd have to shoot at the minion.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying, yeah, no, good point. He's saying that the minion is closer, so we can take care of that though, because they can run, so they can run all the way inside, basically to where they are 1 inch away from him, and they say, "Stop, or we'll shoot!" Blam, 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 blam.
And they shoot into the smoke of nothing.
Oh, I don't think so. I think they are going to put him down. So they normally only get to roll 1 dice for finesse. If you discard a card right now, what's this?
Oh.
If you discard a
right,
card,
yeah.
you'll get an extra dice.
Okay, I'm discarding.
Yep, your 1 card that you had, which was uncanny, that gets you to 2 dice. This is such an important roll. Let's have Bessie roll it. We'll let Bessie do
I
this
haven't
one.
rolled at all.
This is such a big one that you got to bring in the big guns. You bring in the big guns when it's a big roll. So, Bessie, this is for Father's Day, remember. This could be Chris's Father's Day present Or it could be a Dave Meisner's Father's Day present. I don't know. Here we go, boys and girls.
Son of a
No
bitch.
successes.
I'm so sorry.
No successes at all. And that's gonna be game. Because even if Shooty Pants injures him, there's nobody left to do the plot point, and the Specter would just disappear into smoke. And that is the game. Very, very cool. Boys and girls, the Specter, and it is not. I want everybody to understand how difficult this scenario is. This is the big scenario that kind of wraps up the campaign. And it is intended to be a challenge. It is intended to be difficult. So now the thing is that gave all the other players an opportunity to see how the Specter works. It gave Chris a fresh view of the Specter as well. So it doesn't mean that the Specter is off the hook. Instead, it means someone else may get a chance at the Specter, possibly even Task Force 2 might get another chance to.
Yeah,
to
we're
take
getting
him on.
revenge.
Yeah, might be Task Force 2. But today, Task Force 2 did not get it done. Statistically, and it's very, very few leagues actually defeat the Specter the first time they meet him. Yeah, yeah. Dave has played this scenario or this campaign many times, and we've seen a lot of players go after the Specter, and very, really, I've seen it maybe a couple times out of more than a dozen games that I've seen. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Not only do you have to have a good plan, you also have to count on the Specter making a few mistakes along the way.
You have to count on a Bessie not failing
Yeah.
the last roll and not drawing threes
Yeah.
for almost every summon.
Yeah. 3s and 2s for all of his summons. He was getting boatloads of minions out there. Getting that mesmerize on O'Malley was big. Think about that. If O'Malley had taken out that pedestal that he was heading towards and was going to get, if O'Malley had taken out that pedestal, then that means the Specter would not have had anywhere to teleport and would have been stuck on top of that roof. If that was his only place, he would have been stuck up on top of that roof. It doesn't mean that he would have been that it would have been an easy target, but it means that he wouldn't have been able to reposition and get out of range of all of those other characters that were zeroing in on him. And that's the fun thing about this scenario is you could send your whole wave of characters after the Specter and like, oh, we got him now. And all of a sudden, poof, he disappears and he's at a different pedestal. That's why taking out the pedestals. And that's why grabbing O'Malley with that turn 1 mesmerize was huge. Because then on turn 2, O'Malley goes running across the street towards the donut shop. That was big. That was big. So Dave, that was really smart on Dave's part. I think that was a well-planned move, knowing that he needed to keep that pedestal alive and active. And being able to bounce between those two kept Task Force 2 really off balance and moving between the two spots. Tough scenario. Tough scenario. Anyway, boys and girls, the Vice Alley campaign continues. And who's next week?
Chris not Chris, Nay and DW.
Nay and DW are playing next week. And I don't know what the scenario is. I think DW got to pick between either Gang War and Raid, I think. So DW, if you're out there, be sure and let us know what scenario you want to play next week. And I guess that's it for today.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being part of the Pulp Alley community. We really, really do appreciate you. I see an Edward Hooper. Happy Father's Day, Edward Hooper. Happy Father's Day, Jeff R., Jim Stute, Damian Larson. Nay, I'm going to give you a happy Father's Day, too. I don't know why, just because it's Father's Day.
You're
Just
so generous.
yeah, I hand them out. I just hand them out. Happy Father's Day to David Meister and Chris Girardi, and that's it for today. Bye, everybody. Play us out of here, Bessie.
Doo-doo.
All right.